Hey everybody, and welcome back to DarrenWCarter.com. I am he, Darren Carter. You may be viewing this on my blog, which I just mentioned, or you may be viewing this on my YouTube site, or maybe even a link from Twitter. Whichever way, thanks for viewing. This one, I just wanted to make a little short and sweet. Didn't feel like writing it out, and you probably couldn't feel my frustration on this, but most of you know how much I love BlackBerry. I had the Storm for years, the Storm 1 and the Storm 2, left Sprint to go to Verizon because BlackBerry finally got a touchscreen and I was so excited. Obviously it wasn't the killer of iPhones it was supposed to be, but for me it was great. It was excellent. I loved the press keyboard, even though many critics did not, but the phone worked well. Yes, it had issues, but I was looking over that because one, it was BlackBerry, and two, RIM was about to bring out these new set of phones, and I was eagerly anticipating the Storm 3, which turned out to be, you know, a new version of the Torch. After seeing all these, you know, Google phones come out, and the Droid phones and iPhone come out with another version, blah blah blah, you know, standing up for BlackBerry, and I was like, you know, come out with a good thing so I can keep it, we can go for it, and you know, all I'm pressing for will be true. I mean, I've been reading articles about how BlackBerry is so far behind. I mean, the numbers are there, obviously, unfortunately, but you know, BlackBerry was the juggernaut. But unfortunately, they seem to be more minuscule now than what they used to be. There's rampings on websites everywhere of, you know, how they're imploding inside, how they're pushing onto carriers less than perfect. You can't have a perfect device, but they're pushing devices out that are even lower than the what am I trying to say? Excuse me, the carrier standards. And they're putting them out too fast. You know, I'm like, oh, that's not gonna be good. You can get the Windows 7. You know, we're gonna have another touch screen. I was like, I'm good, right? So Sprint comes out with it. I'm seeing that it's been released, and I'm like, Verizon, what's up? You know, but they were kind of burnt before with the Storms, but you know, they eventually had it. So on the day that I was able to order it online, I did, and I could not wait to get my Torch. Oddly enough, the Storm 2 that I had, I don't know if you can see this, but oddly enough, mine cracked the next day right after ordering my Torch. Never have I had a cracked phone in my life, but go figure. So anyway, I get it. This is a Torch. I think it's a 95, 60, 80, whichever one Verizon carries, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I was so enthused about this phone. Got it, you know, activated as soon as I had it, flipping through it, doing all kind of stuff with it. Operating system, I mean, you got to consider the Storm had a, you know, version 5. This one was the, you know, BB7, fluid graphics, all that kind of stuff. And somebody's calling, but I'm not answering that. Fluid graphics and all that kind of stuff. So we're like, bam, I'm loving it, I'm going through it. But I get calls like this, okay, on my phone. Somebody's calling. Now, for like 2 minutes, seriously, it would keep ringing just like this. I couldn't push any buttons to hang it up. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go through the screen and go to the phone and hang it up. It would just ring. The phone would already have went to voicemail, still ringing. It would just stop when it wanted to, and it did that from day one. So about 4 days into it, I researched some things on the internet. I saw that that was an issue. Sometimes it was a device, sometimes it was software. So I said, okay, let me call BlackBerry. I'm sorry, not BlackBerry, but let me call Verizon. Let's do some software updates or whatever we have to do. Let's try to fix it. We were on the phone for almost literally 2 hours. One, because BlackBerry takes so long to, you know, boot itself up, and nothing worked. So it was like, okay, fine. They mailed me out another one. Not a problem. This was one actually they mailed out to me. So they mailed me out another one. I get it, and I'm loading all my stuff on there, and the browser doesn't work. These are right out the box now, brand new phones, right out the box. So the first one rings, the second one, the browser doesn't work. I can't do anything without a browser. I mean, smartphone, downloading things, viewing things, I can't do anything with a browser. So even some of the software that they had on there, you have to activate it by going through the browser. So I couldn't do that. Another 2 hours on the phone with Verizon. They can't get it fixed. So I was like, can I just, instead of waiting another couple of days for another phone, let me go to a store, okay? Boom. I don't even want to tell you about those headaches. But I went to the store, ended up going to one on Mayfield Road here in Ohio, if you're familiar with that. And if you do go to a Verizon, and if you go to Verizon, the one on Mayfield Road, check out Tim Novak. He's a gentleman that helped me out. Spent more time than he really needed to with me. But yeah, Tim Novak, he's a good guy. If you go out to the Verizon retail store up on, retail and service store up on Mayfield Road, ask for him specifically. So I go up there and we talk. We switching out again, right? So we get another BlackBerry, the last one they have, out of the storeroom, and guess what? The browser doesn't work. Three phones. I'm upgrading from our Storm to the Torch, and 3 out of the box, brand new, they're dead on arrival. And they can't fix it. There was nothing to fix that particular software glitch. So I was fed up. I was frustrated because, again, I was on 2 hours with them that Saturday morning and going through all the process. I had to go to multiple stores, and I was tired. I was like, forget it. So I was like, I'll just get another phone. I'm through with BlackBerry. You know, obviously what I've been reading, unfortunately, is true, and it's hard for me to push something where not just one, but not two. What I say, 3 strikes you out, man. And I was no longer Team BlackBerry for that point. Does it hurt? Oh, sure. It's like a relationship, you know you had to leave, but it still hurts nevertheless. But yeah, and yeah, so I was going to the dark side, either with Droid or iPhone. But I went super dark, and I went and got, you know, the iPhone. Actually, I think I got more criticism getting this than with the BlackBerry. But I already have a MacBook Pro for school, and it just, fortunately, of course, that's the way they made it. It seamlessly fits together, so it was the best choice for me at that time. I must say, you know, BlackBerry is far behind, and the Droids, operating system-wise, the Droids and iPhone is just superior to that. But I loved my BlackBerry. Now I wanted to hope, and I was hoping for the QNX phones to come out and just blow everything away, but nobody's gonna really want to try them when you have a Windows 7 phones that they all kind of shoddy. Now, again, my experiences is just on touch. The new Bode may be wonderful. I hear it is, but I wanted a strictly touch phone, and when you're talking strictly touch, it's just no competition, unfortunately. It's really no competition, and I really don't need it for enterprise, so my options were opened, and unfortunately for them, I'm no longer Team BlackBerry, but I became Team iPhone. So quickly got acclimated to it. You know, it runs well. Obviously, I'm neglecting to say that I love it because I'm still, you know, I'm still in the mood. But I mean, it is a good product. It is a good phone. Maybe overhyped, and I'm sure I could have got more a lot with Droid or something, but it was seamlessly enough for me to work with my school computer. So that is my BlackBerry fail story, and many of you wondered why I switched, and many of you was like, whoa, wait a minute, because I pushed and pushed and pushed BlackBerry because I believed in them. But no way, when you mail me 2 faulty ones and then I go to a store and get another faulty one, can I continue to push that product? So I hope BlackBerry gets itself together. I hope RAM does well. And if the QNX phones come out, the next time I upgrade, hey, I'm gonna be back there. But right now, I'm not very hopeful. But for all of you, hey, if you got an iPhone, let me have your contacts. Be on FaceTime. Now that's something that they haven't done that I love doing at this point. So, all right, that is my story. If you didn't want to hear it. And I'll talk to you later. You take care. And again, thanks for stopping by the blog, and I hope you continue to come by more than periodically. All right, you all, take care.